TinyBASIC machine, yeah, behaved itself. Still flashing away there. I haven't quite figured out what that's about, to be honest with you. I'll just cut back to the desktop. So basically, Minicom, it's not 100% compatible with the control keys, so it's seeing something that it shouldn't be seeing, and it's sort of doing this flashing, which is annoying. And I've got to sort that out, because basically what I'm thinking is, if we've got a Raspberry Pi running as the video terminal on the system, and I know that was controversial for some of you, but just hear me out here. You don't have to use Raspberry Pis. You could use something else. There is a video terminal for the Pico, and there's also a very capable video terminal for ESP32 that will work. I'm thinking of using the Pis. It's good news if the Pi Zero becomes available again, because it means we could actually build some hardware around the Raspberry Pi Zero and have that as the dedicated video terminal. If you can actually get hold of them again, that, you know, helps an awful lot. But basically what I'm getting at is it might be possible to have a soft boot version of Linux. So Pi GFX, which is what this is here, is hardwired bare metal. It's not a Linux. It just runs bare metal on the ARM core CPU of a Pi 1 or 0. And I'm running on an original Pi 1 here. Basically, if we wanted to sort of flip the system, we could have it that we could run and boot a Linux by like flicking a switch, and instead of booting Pi GFX, it boots Linux. And then you use the machine like a Linux Pi-based computer, with the added advantage that you could have, if I just, let's just close, there we go, right. You could have a desktop like this, and you could have a Minicom shortcut like that, and you could double click, and you could then open Minicom, which means you could actually tap real 8-bit BASIC, as I have been doing remotely through the system. And that's possible. And because we're already going to be permanently wired in, so the UART serial, the TX-RX, will be permanently wired through, it means that it's theoretically possible. And we could have a sort of bonus dual boot feature of the TinyBASIC computer platform when I've actually built some proper hardware. That's the plan. If it works is another matter, but I've done dual booting type stuff for a commercial client a while ago. So it's possible. So that's something I'm going to work on. But really what I need to do is actually sit down and build a new prototype board and look at how we're going to build the next generation system, which is just one of the many projects I've got coming up here on the channel. If you want more information about where to find the current TinyBASIC build, especially if you want the free build version, it's here on our Facebook page, which you can go to facebook.com/groups/WFS TinyBASIC. And for advanced users, we have the TinyBASIC Toolkit, which can be found over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Wi-Fi sheep. And that's for the £2, $3 general downloads tier. And that includes versions of the color ROM and will include versions of the color system you've seen today demonstrated as soon as I've got it patched and working a little bit better.